everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here to bring you the message of the Divine Masculine for his beloved for the week of March 9th to the 15th. Okay, so as always, I've already prayed over the cards and shuffled them, and at the bottom of the deck, we have this. Okay, usually at the bottom of the deck, prior to the message, it speaks to how the Divine Masculine is. And right now, he's in the process of really putting things in order, taking stock of what he has. And it's almost like fixing the various parts of his life, like an emperor who takes charge of various many kingdoms. In order for the empire to be truly successful, each of those kingdoms has to work perfectly. So the same way for the Divine Masculine right now, since both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are gearing up for a start of a new phase, okay, in their earthly lives, because this would signal it's almost like the next step after graduating, almost like the basic course in Ascension. And I use that loosely as a metaphor, okay? So that's what the Divine Masculine is doing. And here, his will comes very much into play. We have the Magician here, meaning that what he has learned, what he has garnered from that long and arduous process that he's been through, whether it be of healing, even of acknowledgement, and his journey back to authenticity, to his true self. He's all putting that into the mix. Okay, and he's had an idea of what he wants to create for himself and how he wants to live moving forward. Okay, and now he's putting all that into the mix as he starts executing his plans and gearing up for manifestation of all that. Okay, and look, much emphasis is being placed by the Divine Masculines on his relationships, and even his relationship with his twin flame. You can see here the Two of Cups, and his focus is to bring justice to this. If before there was apathy, then now there's going to be a resurgence of wanting to connect, wanting to get in touch, okay? Because righting things that have been wrong, as indicated by the Justice card, things that he may not have realized that, he caused other people pain, undue sufferings, and all that. So all this, it is in the plan of the Divine Masculine as part of really fixing his life going forward, to put an emphasis on relationships, intimate relationships. So this speaks to his twin flame. If your twin flame is reincarnated as a family member, which can happen sometimes, then again, the emphasis is really to repair that kind of relationship. Okay, so there. Now let's look at his message for his Divine Feminine. I'm going to open all the cards first. We have here the Lover's card. We have the Tower card. We have the Fool card. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have here, this is one of the trump cards in the deck, so it doesn't have a name. And then we have here the Queen of Cups. And then the Five of Wands. Okay, pretty much very clear. So divine masculine is saying is that to his beloved that this togetherness is going to happen out of the blue. Okay, uh, it's something that is going to be quite unexpected because, and I guess it's sort of unexpected because the divine feminines for a time now have been in a place of surrender, actually pursuing other relationships other than twin flames, in a sort of universal companionship, and because you know what it's like to love unconditionally, so there is no judgment even if the person that you're with is not your twin flame, because right now you are able to connect energetically to your twin flame and you have a better grasp of what you and your twin flame's mission is, what you have to do together, especially your mission as regards the planet. But this coming together, this intimacy, that's going to happen out of the blue. Well, or so the divine masculine says. And that's going to be the beginning of something new that's going to be based now on truth. We have here the Ace of Swords. Okay? That's going to be based now here on truth. And not like the lies or the games. If he was still not mature enough at the time that you met, you crossed paths. Now, this journey that he wants to take with you is going to be based on truth, on authenticity, and this syncs up quite nicely with the twin flame with the twin flame weekly reading. So again, I suggest you look at that. And look, why is it going to be based on authenticity and truth? Because the divine masculine now has tamed all his demons, so to speak. Whether they be blockages, whether they be unhealed parts of himself, see, they're all tamed now, and this is what enables him to walk forward with truth and making himself vulnerable. Okay, because that's the only way really you can fix things, is when you lay all your cards down on the table and you're not holding anything back, right? It's just one person to another. It reminds me of Notting Hill. I'm just a girl wanting to love a boy. I think that's how it goes. Somewhere along those lines. So he's ready to be vulnerable again to the divine feminine, and this time work out all their differences as represented by the Five of Wands. So there, divine masculine getting ready to lay himself bare to the divine feminine, because now he is strong enough within, such that he can discard all of his pretensions, all of his perceived, if before he didn't want to be perceived as weak, that's why there was like a chunky armor. He was wearing like a chunky armor that no one could penetrate through, even the divine feminine. Well, that's going to change. And that's going to change all of a sudden. So don't be surprised if your divine masculine makes a reappearance in your life. Welcome it. Because while we have learned, especially those who have been in separation, to continue life without our divine masculine by our side, respecting their wishes, respecting their stage in the journey of self-discovery and remembrance, then this is the point wherein they've had their respective epiphanies, and they would like to, like this card, make things right when it comes to the relationship. So welcome him with open arms. He is willing to work things out. And this time he's coming from an altogether different place. Okay? Having had tamed his demons and being internally strong enough to be vulnerable to someone else. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week, and I hope this helps. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.